Hey there, super quick Q&A today. This is not any specific question that I was asked, but it's more like a collection of questions that allude to the same problem that I want to try to answer. And that question is, why are men so ? Why are women so ? Right? It's like your kind of blanket statement judging an entire sex as being X, Y, or Z. And that's just like taking a whole race of people or a whole ethnicity of people and saying they are like this, they are like that, which is incredibly racist. So I think it's incredibly sexist to see all of these well-meaning people just kind of grouping together all men under the same roof and just calling them liars, cheaters, bigots, violent, just anything that they've experienced personally. So I want to try to bring to your attention why that's such a silly thing to do and why it doesn't help anyone. First of all, we need to be able to get along. Okay, the two traditional sexes, men and women, right, whatever you want to call them today, those two sexes need to be able to get along because we can't live without each other. We have to find a way to come together. So just taking all men and saying they're losers, they're liars, they're cheaters, they're beaters, it doesn't help. Similarly, it doesn't help if you're a man and you come along and you say all women are liars and cheaters and whatnot, right? Gold diggers or whatever you want to say. It doesn't help. So stop doing that. Another reason why you shouldn't do that is because of this. I spent 18 years of my life chasing women that were not ready for a relationship and that were toxic for me, right? They were toxic for me because I was looking for a woman that wasn't yet responsible. They needed to be saved. They felt entitled. These are just a small group of women from all women. I could not say all women are like the women that I've met and I've been with in a relationship. That would be really irresponsible of me. I was attracting a certain type of woman into my life and I was attracted to that certain type of woman. Like if I had bumped into a woman that had all her shit together, that was ready to go, that was ambitious, career-minded, that would be willing to call me out from my bullshit because I was so full of it, I wouldn't feel attracted to her. I wouldn't want to have a relationship. I wouldn't even notice her in the street because she wouldn't give me that vibe that I was looking for. I was attracted to a certain type of energy, a certain type of vibration. And if I didn't get that, I would move on. So let me ask you this. If you're saying, why are all men like this? Why are all women like this? Let me ask you, how many women and men have you actually met that are like that? And how many women and men have you met and been in a relationship that aren't like that are healthy, that are well, that aren't toxic? How many? Because if the answer is, well, I've only met men that are toxic, then maybe the problem, maybe the challenge is within you because you bring into your life what you put out. Do you understand? You attract what you put out. It's the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, okay? It's real. You attract, like attracts like, okay? So I know that's a hard pill to swallow. It was really hard for me to swallow it too. But honestly, we cannot continue to group every single person of the opposite sex, or our sex even, into the same category. It doesn't make sense. There are amazing men that will take care of you, that will take care of themselves, that will look after their children, that will be supportive, that will be strong emotionally, that will be vulnerable. I could go on. There are women who are ambitious, who are go-getters, who are driven, who are caring and loving, and just, again, the list could go on. I just want to emphasize again how silly it is for us to be fighting each other. Let's stop doing that. Let's come together. Let's try to understand what's really going wrong. Let's stop labeling outside influences. Let's stop putting people into categories, into camps. Let's look inside and first start there. Where can we fix ourselves? Dr. Joe Dispenza said something really great. I'll never forget this. He was asked by, I believe it was Lewis Howes on his show. He said, how do you manifest? How do you find the perfect person for you? And he said, right, I want you to get a piece of paper. I want you to write down, and wait, listen to what I'm gonna say, because you might not know what I'm gonna say. You might think you do. Get a piece of paper, write down everything you want them to be on one side. Write down everything you don't want them to be on the other side. Now, you go and be those things. You go and make sure you fit that first before you look for that other person, because I swear, if you do that, you're gonna start attracting people who are just like that, because like attracts like. All right, thank you for listening. That was a bit impromptu. See you on the next one.